last where they over to me, giving a little cleansing. Thanks. This one I will go back to. Pretty tired. Yeah. Thumbs up on the grill. Hey, good morning, Infinity Fellowship. It is good to have you here with us today at Infinity. This is Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr. I am so pleased to welcome you to Second Sunday service. This is the day that we focus our energy on nurturing you. The Spirit has something amazing for you. It has something amazing for each and every one of us. We are here in the Infinite Life Stream space, and we are live. It is the 12th of July. 2026, this is the year of momentum. So I want to welcome you today to let you know that we are here for you. If you have something that you would like us to speak for you in the space of affirmative prayer, we call it pouring energy into realignment for manifestation here at Infinity Fellowship. And we invite you to go ahead and drop that in the chat to let us know that we are affirming with you the good that is happening in your life. We also affirming with you the need that you might have in spiritual community, and we are so grateful that you find that here. Infinity is a place where people gather who consider themselves more spiritual but not necessarily religious and need community. So we are here for that, and we are grateful for you. If you've not visited the website, go ahead and visit it at www.myif.org. That's www.myif.org. MYIF, Infinity Fellowship, all of that. We are here to be a part of your spiritual growth so that you can live a better life and we can live it all together. If you are online right now, we want you to do us a favor and do yourself a favor. Invite somebody that you know that is in the same category as you. Invite someone you know that would need a place of spiritual growth and development, and they are looking for this live stream. Share it with them in this moment right now. And by all means, we want to welcome you in a wonderful way. So thank you for joining us today. We're getting ready for service. We're cleansing the space. We're clearing the air. We're letting Spirit be the source today. That's what we're focusing on. So as we get ready to come back, we'll be opening the way in a powerful way with meditation. We're opening the way with pouring energy into realignment for manifestation. And we're opening with pouring libations. So if you're thinking about your folks, your ancestors, those who have transitioned into life after life, go ahead and invite them into the space with you today, because we are surely not alone. We'll see you in just a couple of minutes. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, remember, you're at home now. Welcome to Infinity. See y'all in a minute. Good morning, Infinity Fellowship. It is time for the opening of the way. We are grateful that you are joining us today in a powerful spiritual vibration. And we are here for life. We are here for love. Our opening of the way is three phases: meditation, prayer, and of course, pouring of libations. So I want to invite onto the screen Brother Tyrell Lindsley, who is going to lead us through our opening meditation. I invite you to just allow yourself to relax into the space of breathing and to leave all of those things that you have been thinking about, that you brought to the table today, that you brought to the screen, to the phone, to the tablet today, to just allow them to be set aside for a moment so that we can align with what is ever present. That is divine source, and that is spirit. So to Brother Tyrell, we thank you for joining us today, brother. And we're looking forward to seeing what you're bringing us, sir.
Peace, peace. Good
So it
morning.
is.
Good everything. Infinity. So thankful to be in a space of service, in a space of positivity and love. Always a good time to tap into our inner gifts, as we love to do here at Infinity. So very thankful for this privilege, this honor to guide us through meditation. As we start to centering ourselves on what I like to say and remind myself of the first gift we're given outside of the womb, known as the breath. Just become more in tune with the breath coming in the body and leaving the body. And just recognizing that we are in the right now, that we are present in the body and in the breath. As we continue noticing and recognizing the breath, I'd like to impart a small fact that we can build on in this breath. When we think about coming into this world, entering through the womb, I was sitting with my anatomy books this weekend. And I started thinking about what's the first organ that forms inside the womb. What do you guys think? Is it the lungs? Is it the mind? It's actually the heart. Deep breath here. Deep breath out. The heart starts forming and these little cells start coming together in just a few weeks after conception. As we continue to breathe in this recognition that the first thing that starts to forming in the body is the heart. Before we have any limbs, before we fully have a brain, before we have lungs or livers, we have the beating heart. Deep breath in, deep breath out. So we add to this practice the closing of the eyes, increasing our recognition on this powerful gift, this powerful beginning of us all, the heart. Breathing in the recognition that this is where we began. We began with love. We began with the beat. Mm. As we continue to breathe in and out, let our minds center around this fact that the heart is always with us, that the love is always in us. What can we gain when we start with the heart? What kind of power do we tap into when we operate from the space of the heart? Breathing in the recognition that we are love. Blowing out the acknowledgement that love is in us. Before we know what to do, before we know how to move, before we know of the challenges of life, we had the heart. Continuing to breathe in this way, we recognize the link between the breath and the heart. The more attention we pay to the breath, the more alignment we bring and become with the heart. Breathing in the gratitude of having a heartbeat. Releasing the gratitude of marching to our own drum. How can we share this energy with the world? How can we share this love with the world? A great first step is in the breathing in and the breathing out. Couple more intentional breaths. As we center ourselves on this powerful vibration that we call the heartbeat, the heart chakra. We're thankful for this opportunity to open our hearts, to focus on the expansion of our love. This beautiful yellow light that's radiating within us, that's pumping throughout our entire bodies. We're thankful that this light emanates from us. One more breath together, coming in. Hold that breath. And release. As now all hearts are opened, all minds are centered on the love vibration, we're now prepared to focus on the God of your acceptance and understanding. As we continue to use the breath to center ourselves for spirit. Thank you for journeying with me. Namaste.
Namaste. As the divine in each and every one of us recognizes the divine in each other, we invite all heads to bow in this moment now. Now that we are aligned in spirit, that we are aligned in our prana, that we are aligned in our ashe, that we are aligned in our breath, our hearts remain open as we speak directly to divine source. We give thanks, God, universal God, Mother God, Father God, source of all creation. We give thanks to you in the traditions of the people who have come here with you as the God of their acceptance and understanding. We give thanks in this moment for your divine presence, which is always here. We give thanks that you are not some distant force that we have to jump through hoops to get through. We give thanks that you are not a being who wants to punish us, but you are a being who wants to love us, that you are a divine source of everything that we perceive to be as reality and everything that we know when we tune that reality out and move to the space within. Thank you for the divine recognition and remembrance that we are all connected, that we are all divine little sparks of you, that when we connect, ignite the fire of divine spirit, the divine fire of co-creation, the divine fire of peace, the divine fire of love, the divine fire of affirmation, the divine fire of joyful participation in this thing called life. Thank you for creating us, placing us in these earth suits right now to be divine heavenly reflections of you. Thank you for the innate goodness that you have placed in us. And I proclaim in this moment that everyone under the sound of my voice embrace this recognition that there is no misalignment with you, divine source, that there is no misalignment with those who have come before, that everything is working in alignment for our good. Every single experience that we've had this week, every single thing that presented itself as something that was a blockage, we know that it was just something to be observed, not embraced, and then moved around, moved through, moved over, moved under, and moved out of the way. Thank you for this divine recognition that we are all here as spirits navigating this human experience. And thank you for every experience that we're having, even the experiences that cause us sadness, even the experience that cause us grief, even the experiences that cause us unsureness, even the experiences that cause us to be fearful at times. These are just reminders that we get to experience the spectrum of our emotions, that we are here, that we are present, that we are growing. And as we are growing, we are knowing that you are everywhere all at once. And so from this positionality, we acknowledge that there are those who are hurting this week because of the transition of those who are loved ones to them. To our own family, to the spirit of Lydia Davis Eady, our Aunt Lydia, Lady Kenita's Aunt Lydia. We know that she has transitioned to a higher plane, and yet while she was on this earth, her life influenced millions of people through the work that she did, and let that influence continue to remind us that we should live the life that will make people live like us when we're gone, and we give thanks for her. And as we are traveling on these highways and byways, and those who are gathering from around the nation to celebrate her life, we speak that they are covered, that when they come together, they unite like the spider webs and subdue any lion that will come into the presence. And we give thanks. We give thanks for the Smith family and the transition of Mother Val and the light energy that she always brought into the world, and her unafraid energy when it came to the dance floor, that spirit be with that family and that community and this community, that we always will dance through the things that bring us harm. To the spirit of the Miller family and the Perry family and the transition of Mother Rosetta Miller Perry. We know that celebration of life was wonderful, a wonderful gathering of Nashville dignitaries to let people know that this Queen Mother influenced people for generations to come. We give thanks for those who are sad right now in that transition, because it means that the people who were with them left a divine impression upon them. And so as these tears flow, we know that we don't weep knowing that it is the end. We weep in gratitude, knowing that we have been blessed by those who came before. So for those things that are typed in the chat, for those requests that are dancing in the hearts of the people under the sound of my voice, I speak a clear and open path. I speak a clear and open path to healing. I speak a clear and open path to knowledge and understanding. I speak a clear and open path to expansive thinking and growth, because you are a God of growth and expansion. You are not a God of limitation, and yet you are what we speak you to be. And so we proclaim in this moment that you are a God of comfort. We speak in this moment that you are a God of wisdom infinitely. We speak in this moment that most importantly, you are a God of joy and love. And so this spirit of joy and love covers everyone who is listening here. It covers every fingertip that is pressing a button during this service. It covers every single contributor to this infinite life stream. It covers everyone who came here, not knowing why they came here, because you knew that they're here for a reason. And under this covering, I proclaim that all things continue to move forward, that every desire of our heart is affirmed and expanded in this moment. It is for these things and other things that we cannot conceive, but we feel the emanations coming from our heart from within for, that we breathe in together in gratitude and we exhale in expectation. We proclaim these things as such, and so it is. Amen, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. It is done, and so it is. Let us prepare our hearts and minds for the pouring of libations. Ashe. We're going to pour some water out in this moment for the libations, to pour, to recognize those ancestors who have gone before, who now exist in the plane of life after life. I invite you, as always, every Sunday to type a name in the chat that you'd like to remember. Of course, there are many of you who pour libations at home with us as we pour. And of course, in that environment, speak those names aloud. We can speak them aloud, we can whisper them, we can simply state them, whatever puts you in a plane of understanding and acceptance, that as long as we remember the names of those who have come before, there is no death. That energy is not created or destroyed, it simply changes form. And so as we pour this water that represents the life force that exists inside of us all, we also pour it into the earth that represents what happens when we no longer use these earth suits and we get to go live in everything. And so it is. So as we pour this water, we use the Yoruba word ashe, and ashe is a blessing of and so it is. It is a proclamation of power. It is a recognition of the spirit that exists, not just in us, but in everything that we see, in everything that we feel. Ashe. We say cool water, freshen our spirits today. Ashe. Freshen and consecrate this space for spiritual work. Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors all together. Ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, divine source and all creation. Ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity. Ashe. We pour to the four cardinal directions, the energy of the north that reminds us to be a yes spirit today. Yes in gratitude, yes in recognition, yes in confidence, yes in knowing where we are and that we get to live in this moment right now. Ashe. To the energy of the east, the rising sun tells us that today is a brand new day. And in this moment of recognition, we know that yesterday is gone. We can't get it back. So let's not focus our energy on that which is behind us. Let us focus our energy on this moment. Ashe. To the energy of the south, the understanding and recognition of who we are and whose we are, may you always remember that God's got you covered. Whether you call God Allah, whether you call it Jehovah, whether you call it Yahweh, whether you just say divine source, creator, universe, it is important for you to recognize that we have this diverse number of ways of calling on God for one reason, so that we have an opportunity to talk to each other and understand each other better and not judge and condemn each other. Ashe. So the energy of the west, knowing that even as the sun goes down, we are granted the moon and the stars to provide us light in the darkness. May you in your moments of darkness always remember to look for the light. Ashe. And of course, that is the four cardinal directions of the north, the east, the south, and the west. We go from there to the ground, where we understand that when you ground yourself in tradition, when you ground yourself in loving ritual that uplifts and affirms you, then you are grounded such that when the storm blows, it might blow you and bend you, but it doesn't break you. It is always better to bend than it is to break. Ashe. And to the sky above us, that open landscape we pour, that space of possibility, that space of no thing. And we as co-creators are blessed with the gift to create something from the no thing. May you always remember to do just that. Ashe. From those six directions, the seventh direction is the space of the heart. This is the place that Brother Tyrell referenced. It is the Anahata chakra. It is the energy of lightness, and we want you to know that we speak to you today that in this remembrance of those who have gone before, upon whose shoulders we stand, that our hearts will be as light as the feather, that we will be balanced in the tradition of Ma'at as we move through the world in gratitude. Ashe. Those seven directions open the door for us to now begin to call the names of those who have come before. Of course, as we mentioned in our pouring of energy into realignment for manifestation, which is what we call our perms. We mentioned the families that we want to recognize today, and we mentioned those specific names. Mother Rosetta Miller Perry, Ashe. To the energies of Sister Valerie, Mother Valerie Smith, Ashe. And as we recognize today the spirit, the indomitable spirit of my auntie, auntie-in-law, you would say, but we know in our tradition that there's no in-laws. Once you're family, you're family. But to the energy of a woman who for 20 years was a vice president at Johnson & Johnson Publishing. And she was instrumental in establishing the global outreach of two magazines you may have heard of. One of them, Ebony, the other one, Jet. She was establishing communications globally around the world. She was an author, a magna cum laude graduate of Howard University, leader in the upper echelons in her tradition in the AME Church, and of course was very well known in the area of Chicago, going all up to the higher echelons of democratic politics, including associations with Barack Obama, President Obama, and many other people. She transitioned last week. And we salute the indomitable spirit of Lydia Davis Eady. Ashe. In this moment, I invite you to call aloud the names of those who you'd like to remember and put their name in the chat as we pour these next few pours of water. Ashe. And finally, for the children in the world, in the womb, and yet unborn, we pour and we say, Ashe, 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 oh. It is done, y'all. The way is open, so Spirit is here. And guess what? Spirit has always been here. Spirit is everywhere. God is always looking out for you. And again, whatever your name is for that energy, for that mother, that father energy, we invite you to practice it here. Bring it here to Infinity Fellowship because we are here with you and we are here for you. When we talk about Infinity Fellowship, we love to be able to let you know what we're here for. Whether you are a first timer or whether you've been here every single Sunday since we started, we have something that we practice called infinitude. When people ask us, how do we bring people together and actually practice interspirituality? It's called infinitude. And to bring us what infinitude is and our statement of infinitude, we welcome into the room Sister Tashana Lindsley, and we're grateful to have her down there in Warner Robins. How you doing, sister?
Oh, no. Hello.
Hey there. Good to see you. Good to have you around.
Hello. Grateful and thankful to be in this space. Thank you, Rev Jeff, Lady Kanitha, for all you do.
All right. Will you take it away, sis?
Okay. Good morning, Infinity. I am Tashana Lindsley, not to be confused with Tyrell Lindsley. We are sharing a computer today and making this thing happen from Middle Georgia. So grateful to be in the space with you all from wherever you are in the world. Good morning again, Infinity. The Infinity Fellowship is an independent interspiritual community made up of people from around the globe who come from many spiritual paths and traditions. As we welcome you and your family to the Infinite Life Stream this morning, I am pleased to point out to you that here at the Infinity Fellowship, we do not tell you what to call or how to define the God of your own personal acceptance and understanding. That is an intensely personal and beautiful relationship. Here at Infinity, we exist to affirm and support your unique connection and community. Whatever you call that source energy, you'll hear us say at Infinity God interchangeably with the universe, divine source, what you see when you look in the mirror and at the people on this screen and around you is proof that it was working and showing off when you were created after the same image and likeness. It is time to speak aloud the core agreements that bring us together here at Infinity Fellowship. We call that infinitude. Infinitude is defined in the dictionary as the state or quality of being infinite or having no limits. Here at Infinity, we have a unique mix of faith backgrounds, but what centers us is the spirituality we all share in common. For us, infinitude is defined as infinity with an attitude, and that attitude is always gratitude. And the snap that you'll often hear us doing here at Infinity, Lady K loves a good snapping moment. is the practice that gives us life and meaning. We're going to put that snap up on your screen, and we recommend you take some time to meditate on both it and our statement of infinitude by visiting our website at myif.org. So, what does that snap stand for here at Infinity? Let's go through it, guys. The S in the snap is for spirituality that transcends religion and connects you to the God of your own understanding. The N in SNAP is for nurturing of ourselves and others, mind, body, and spirit. The A is for the action because we take action on our callings and walk in our divine purpose every single day. And finally, the P, my favorite, is the proof that our spirituality and our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining of healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We are grateful you are all here as a unique manifestation of our Creator, the loving, living spirit of our commonality, the divine source of all creation, perceived by many names, yet known by only one energy. That is SNAP. I invite you to join us in speaking in affirmation now, our statement of infinitude. You can stand, it will be on your screen. Read it out loud from wherever you are. It is a powerful affirmation that we all can join in and do together. Here we go. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all, regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome here at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is this application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so, according to the many ancient terms of affirmations. Here in Infinity, we say Amen, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. Thank you.
And so it is. Oh, what a wonderful time to be here at Infinity, y'all. This is a wonderful, wonderful moment that we like to recognize you in, and we like to welcome our visitors, our first-time visitors. So as we recognize our first-time visitors, we got a little tune coming in the background. That's good morning to you. That's what we're going to say. But I invite you, as we are saying good morning to you, I'm going to put a slide up for you so that you can know what we're going to say today. So I see many of you in the chat today. We see you, Sandra, welcome. We see you, Chris, welcome. We see you, Destiny, welcome. We see you, Jacqueline, welcome. We are seeing everyone in this chat. Let's generate this gratitude today by saying good morning to you. And we do that by saying hello and saying good morning to you. And the way this goes is pretty simple. It goes like this. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say a da 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 da. What are you grateful for? What do you have today? Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you.
Yeah, good gratitude day, family. I see you.
To you. Good morning to you.
In the words of St. John Coltrane, let there be peace, love, and perfection through all creation. Oh, God.
Good morning
We love
to
it.
you.
Hey,
Good morning to you.
Beautiful time to be alive and
Good
breathing.
morning
I agree.
to you. Good morning to you. And we say da 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 da. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Come on, y'all.
Good morning.
What are you grateful for?
To you.
Hey.
Good morning.
Oh, we
to
see
you.
that energy there.
Good morning to you. Good morning.
We see you, Tiffany.
Morning to you. Good morning to you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Lady Kanitha. You rocked that in there for us. We appreciate that. We appreciate that love and that energy. It's that energy of gratitude. It's a way to say good morning. And we are grateful today. We're grateful for you. We're grateful for everyone that you have brought to the stream today. And we are grateful for our first-time visitors. It is time for us to welcome our first-time visitors in the space today. And we're snapping it up for you. Good morning, Infinity. My name is Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, and I am the Chief Spiritual Officer here at Infinity Fellowship, and it is my extreme pleasure to welcome our first-timers to Infinity Fellowship. Are you a first-timer? If you are, go ahead and type your name in the chat so that we can say hello to you. You don't even have to type your name. I tell you what, just say first-timer. All you have to do is say first timer or just hit the letter one, the numeral 1, and we will be able to let everybody say hello to you. We also invite you to take a look at the slide that is on your screen. It is a welcome slide from the Infinity Fellowship. It allows us to get to know you just a little bit. If you've been looking for a community, if you've been in a place, in a space, in a plane where you are literally trying to find community or seeking community or looking forward to having community in a powerful way, then by all means, this slide will give you access to that. The Scan Me code is a QR code, which stands for quick response. We learned that a few months ago, I think, tech team. We laughed about that. We're like, what is a QR code? I don't know, but we Googled it and we found out that it's quick response. And yes, our quick response will be a welcome note to you that you can bring when you show up in person. We have Sunday services on first Sunday. So when you show up in this place today, we invite you to say hello. We welcome you in a powerful way with this, and we'll also put this link in the chat. So if you're watching and you're on your phone and you don't want to go to your phone and say, I don't want to do that yet, you can go on the replay, hit that link too. We like to let you know that here at Infinity Fellowship, we see you for who you truly are. This may be your first time at Infinity, but we know the who, what, where, when, and why about who you are. And the reality is this. This is why it's important for us, even those who come every Sunday, to remind ourselves of who we are, to remind ourselves of what, where, when, and why we are, because it's important to recognize that we are not just human beings who are showing up having these spiritual experiences. It's the other way around. Family, friends, beloved, we are spirits who are navigating the human experience. And when we know that, then we don't get distracted by these small things that humanity brings us. We all look and say, I see you. So as we send this energy to you, you can say this to each other. You can say this back to the screen if you're watching by yourself. You can say this and hear these words ringing in your ears, whatever it may be, but I want you to listen to these words and know that as I'm saying them, there are people who are saying it with me all around the world. Take a deep breath and receive this in the spirit of peace. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You are a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me where I can let you know, if no one else will today, that you're not alone. I'm with you. We're with you around the world, and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now moment, my friend. You are so much more than your yesterday. Finally, I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing, and we're going to help each other out. All right? All right? I know the real you, and I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So guess what? Welcome to infinity. Welcome home. Aseo. Can I find me that beat track? What's that beat track called? It's called something. I just want to dance it out for a second. I just want to feel that energy. Like, yeah, that's the rocking track. Yeah. Crank it up, crank it up, crank it up. Hey, crank it up, crank it up, crank it up. Yay, yay, hey. We're moving and grooving in the spirit of welcome. We're moving and grooving in the spirit of welcome. I'm like that dude that been going around the internet with those little ropes, dancing to Too Short. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Somebody sent me the wrong video. It's a dude dancing in gratitude, and he got some overalls, whatever it may be. We all in the house today. We all in the house today. Thought I was going to break it down. Somebody to text you. You thought I was going to break it down? I'll break it down. Come on. Break. Hey, hey. Y'all want me to do the percolator? You know, in college, we used to do the percolator where we do the split. We say, hey, 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 it's time for the percolator. Hey. Y'all want Rev to do the split? Everybody's asking for it. Y'all here and here. They gassing me up. They trying to get that split. I will go for it. I will go for it. I went on my run this morning. I might be ready for the split. Now, I might not be ready to get back up. And my pants might not be ready for the split. But oh, in my soul, I took it to the floor. It's like nobody asked. Y'all asked. Y'all want to see. See, that's why I should do it, just so y'all could know. Shock everybody. That's the spirit of gratitude at infinity, and we ain't scared of being grateful. We ain't scared of being light. This is what infinity is. You're not going to come in this space and be whipped to death. You're not going to be brought in this space, visitors, first timers. You're not going to be brought in this space where you're going to be condemned. You're going to be lifted up, because that's what spiritual community does here at infinity. I'm not going to talk about the other places, because everybody's got a right to be in the vibrational frequency they want to be in. And if you want to stay in the vibrational frequency of suffering, you want to stay in the vibrational frequency of low energy, you want to stay in the vibrational frequency of low energy and condemnation and all of that spiritual prison, that voluntary acts of spiritual terrorism, fine, keep it going. Here, you're reminded of who you are, what, where, when, and why. And so we're grateful in that spirit of gratitude to be able to move through this service with joy, peace, and power. And one of the ways that we do that is by recognizing that it is time for us to perform our sacred act of giving. It is our offertory period today. This is the time when we pour back in to the space that brings us so much love and so much joy. It is a wonderful act of giving. And we give through our tithes. Those of you who have seen the explosive power of saying, if $10 comes through the door, I give $1 back to the space where I receive my spiritual food, and I keep 9. That's a pretty good deal. And I still keep breathing. I still keep everything else that I've got. You've seen that being financially aware has borne results in your life, and I congratulate you. Those of you who are getting there, who say, one day I'm going to get there, you will. Give yourself some grace, or you won't. Because I believe you when you say whatever you say. If you say, hey, when I get right, I'm going to fill in the blank. Well, guess what? The universe is going to give you an abundance of when I get right. You're going to be trapped in that cycle. But I'm just advising you that if you want to break free, you want to join the vibrational frequency of abundance and giving in ways that are powerful, that you open your heart to that. Also, those of you who are giving, who are just giving in this moment, what Spirit is telling you to contribute back into this space that pours into all of us. You can give via Cash App. You can give via PayPal. You can give via international PayPal with our email address. You can also give via check or money order. I love it when our old school folks say, hey, I don't mess with this financial system, but they send it to our secure box at 641 West Nocturne Drive in Nashville. We receive it. We know. We put it into work. This is what you're looking. You're seeing your dollars in action because we're building community. So we appreciate you, and we will put that slide up. Don't worry, so that you can know how to give. And we give together in this collective moment to lead us through that, to give us some thoughts on giving, and to lead us up to our offertory affirmation, a powerful scientific language set that helps us amplify this spirit. We're going to Brother Tyrell, who led us through a powerful meditation to open service. He's going to lead us through the next level of meditation, which is giving. Brother Tyrell, good to see you, man. How you doing?
Living the dream, man. Peace and power.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's over to you, man. Let's talk about this giving thing.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning continues here at Infinity Fellowship. As you guys probably can tell now, I have my wife's name on the screen because I feel like, to be fair, I should be able to sit in the space with her name on the screen as she did with mine. That's how deep I pour into equality around this house. As well as when you see me, you see her, and vice versa, because we vibe in that way. So I am Tyrell Lindsley, also known as Tashana Lindsley's husband, which is all good with me. Very thankful to be able to join you in this beautiful practice known as giving and pouring in at Infinity Fellowship, as we have already demonstrated all of the beautiful ways that infinity pours into us, whether it's reminding us of the power that we have in the breath, whether it's reminding us that everything is good, whether it reminds us that the ancestors, those who sometimes we think about in moments of reflection, and we get sad and we cry because we miss those vibrations, we miss those hugs, we miss those well wishes from those who are on the other side, who have transitioned to life after life, as we love to say here at Infinity. So all these reminders are tidbits, are small contributions that add up over time and continue to build on and amplify who we are as spirits navigating this human experience. And I'm so thankful to have a space like this that has poured so much into me. I'm so thankful to have a space like this that continues to remind me and my family how interconnected we actually are. And so this practice of tithing, of giving at Infinity has not only taught me a lot about who I am as a person, as a giver, but it has also taught me how powerful my giving is when I know where it's coming from, when I align with where it's coming from. And so here at Infinity Fellowship, the way we train ourselves to tap into the vibration of giving that also brings more of that energy towards us. We want to be able to bring good energy towards us, right? We don't want us to start attracting energy that's sideways, energy that's lack, energy that's doubtful. We want to attract energy that's not only abundant in resources, but abundant in positivity, abundant in growth. And so we're thankful for these practices here at Infinity. How we do it is we put up this beautiful offertory affirmation. And in that, it's a fancy way of saying we say some words that make us feel good while we're pouring back into this space. And these words aren't just randomly chosen, they are very specific and they have been something that I've used throughout my day. I don't just use this affirmation when I'm giving back to the spaces that provide my spiritual food, like Infinity Fellowship, but I also found that it's useful to use in moments where I feel like my day is going crazy, in moments where I feel like I'm not enough or that what I'm doing isn't enough. It's something about reminding myself that I am connected to a limitless, abundant creator, that I am part of a continuation, as this beautiful picture demonstrates over here in this upper right corner of me. There's this beautiful energy that's coming from the outer space into my hands. I feel like I'm catching all of this beauty and this love and this positive energy when I open up my heart, when I open up this opportunity to love and to grow. And so join me in this powerful practice. And once we do this affirmation, we'll sing a beautiful song as well that reminds us that we are in alignment, that we are tapped into the beauty of the world. And as we do those things together, the singing, the affirmation, we combine those with our giving and our pouring back into the space. A slide will come up and show you all of the variety of ways that we can receive this powerful vibration at Infinity Fellowship. And when we do that together in community, oh man, some powerful things start to happening, as you guys will see. And some of the standing ovations that'll come. I have a great one that's coming up, a great couple of standing ovations. So get your standing ovations in. Anyway, here we go, y'all. The first one. First thing to do, sitting up nice and tall. Let's take a collective deep breath as we start to reciting this affirmation. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And the affirmation is on your screen. Say it with me. Oh, limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken. And so it is.
Ooh, everything is good. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Oh, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, yeah, hey, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on and sing with me. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on, remind yourself. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Oh, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. Got it. I've got
I've got it good. Lady Kanitha says, I've got it good. And y'all, for real, we appreciate you, Lady Kanitha. We know that, we're sending you continual energy in a powerful way so that we got the family thing. And we know that we're reminding ourselves that we do have it good, that we are placing ourselves in divine alignment so that we know that we continue to uplift that energy, that we speak into existence those things that we would love to have, that we desire to have. We have that unique power. So y'all, as you give, we want to say thanks. This is a wonderful time at Infinity. It is a moment of growth. It is a moment of expansion. It is a moment of resources and access that we are giving to a whole new level and number of people. Shout out to our new members that have joined over the last month or so. We have a special reception planned for you the first Sunday in August, where we will recognize you and welcome you into the fellowship. And to those who are joining now and who want to join, we're going to have a special late summer, early fall session of new members so that you can become a part of Infinity before we get around to our anniversary. And that's important as well. When we get to the place of understanding that we all are community, we turn our attention to our meditation today because it's important that we get this energy in alignment. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and put an early housekeeping note in. For those of you who have a standing ovation, those ovations are coming up, and they're coming up a little bit later in the service, right after this download that is coming right now after our meditation. But if you have something that you want to share as a standing ovation, I want to give you this opportunity to go ahead and click on that link or to copy the link so that you can fill it out pretty quickly. If you've been here practicing these principles, and by that I mean you've literally been focusing your energy on spirit, nurturing action, and proof. The standing ovation is an opportunity to see that proof. So you see that the messages that you've heard, the downloads that you've received, the community that you've gotten has given you the ability to focus your gift in a way that has manifested something. So as that is what a standing ovation is, we're going to invite you to share that in just a couple of minutes. The other thing that I want to share is gratitude for our staff and our tech crew today. As we continue to expand our technology, it gives us wonderful opportunities to learn, and we're all just having fun with it. So our camera folks, our sound folks, our stream folks, everything is just coming together in a powerful way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to request live as we, after come out of today's meditation, I'm going to request live a 2-shot, one shot that's going to cover the board pretty much and me, and another one that's going to focus primarily on me. So I might be looking at different cameras, but I'm going to make sure that I get those energies. So I think I'm going to direct that camera toward primarily the board, and this camera primarily just on this shot. And as we make those adjustments in real time, we thank you all because we got a powerful download to give to you. We've got great things coming up this month that we want you to be a part of as you are able. Most importantly, this is the time to prepare your heart and your mind for today's download. As we do that, we turn our attention to today's meditation, which is a powerful meditation that comes as a download itself from the great mystic, Reverend Dr. Howard Thurman. This month's theme is It's My Up. And as you know, it is your up, whether that's in a barbershop or in the spiritual community, it's your up. You got to speak up for that. Our focus is our capacity to advocate for ourselves as we are empowered to by the God of our acceptance and understanding. And in this spirit, we offer you today's meditation from a speech by the ancestor Reverend Dr. Howard Thurman, who spoke when he was given a commencement address when he was still on this side of earth at Spelman College. There is something in every one of you that waits and listens for the sound of the genuine in yourself. It is the only true guide you will ever have. And if you cannot hear it, you will all of your life spend your days on the ends of strings that somebody else pulls. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And I'm just going to read that one more time with you so you can understand. I can hear Thurman saying that there is something in each and every one of you that waits and listens for the sound of the genuine in yourself. The sound is there already. But it is the only true guide you will ever have. If you can't hear it, if you can't hear what is genuine, you will all of your life, like many people are, spend your days on the ends of strings that somebody else pulls. Inhale and exhale. Turn to somebody and type in the chat, I don't want those strings. I don't want those strings. Can you imagine the visualization of you moving through the world with a dead mind and everything that about you is being moved and pulled by somebody else, that somebody can say something to trigger you and you go in this direction. Somebody says something to confirm or affirm something negative about you and you go in this direction. All of these things are pulling you all over the place because you have not listened to the sound of the genuine that is emanating from within you. You sat in those pews. You sat in front of that screen. You let people beat you up. You let people convince you because it happened for your grandmama or your granddaddy or your dad or your mom or people who around you. They let you convince you that something was wrong. They convinced you that something was wrong with you. And they're pulling those strings. And all of a sudden, instead of tuning within, you are being pulled externally in a million different directions. And you wonder why we experience being scattered in our thoughts, being scattered in our deeds. It's because instead of tuning into that which is within and controlling that which is within, listening to the genuine voice, we are being pulled by some other puppet master to do what they want us to do. We're trying to free you today. We're trying to say that in that grand cosmic barber seat that you sit in, when we say, as we did last week, that you have to take agency in saying, it's my up, that it's your opportunity to tell the universe to speak that which you desire and to manifest it. It's your up. The fact that you came through on this earth means that you're here on purpose. The decision to decide what you wanted, how you want your head cut, how you want your ovaries shaped, how do you want your purpose to manifest? It was made before you came into this body. The fact that you're in the body means that it is your up. Somebody say, it's my up. And if you're not sure of where you are right now, my goodness, we're grateful that you tuned in with us today because we're going to help you understand how to focus that. And how to affirm that the sound of the genuine inside you is the sound that you must begin to hear so that you no longer become the puppet on someone else's strings. Song by the Stylistics, I believe, it was called Breakup to Make Up. Y'all remember that song? That's all we do. We're gonna put it on Breakup. Break up to make up. Break up to make up. That's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me. I mean, man, that's a game for fools. Let me tell you, somebody go on and type in the chat, that's a game for fools. Y'all know that cycle, that break up to make up? I don't know about any of y'all. I just always tell on myself, you've been in that moment where you're like, I just can't do this anymore. And you get out, you get a little freedom, and you go, then the first thing you do, you go running back in. And the cycle of breaking up to making up is usually a traumatic cycle. It is usually this game of fools. Because if you got to keep breaking up, to keep making up, something is wrong. There's nothing consistent. This is the game of fools. It's a game of fools. It's a game for fools. That's what Mark Twain was saying. Well, you never argue with a fool because somebody walking by don't know the difference. You know, you're sitting there going back and forth with insanity, and you can't tell who is supposed to be the logical person, who's supposed to be the fool. It's a game for fools. Breakup, makeup cycle is because we don't trust that still voice within. We don't take things into perspective. Briefly, I just want us to consider something that Thurman also said. A human being's life is a single statement. Breathe in and exhale. A man or a woman's life is a single statement. This does not seem to be the case because we measure episodically in terms of events, particular circumstances, and experiences. But every incident is but a partial rendering of the total life. Somebody in the chat say, my life is a statement. See, we think about episode 1. Oh, I was born. We think about episode, oh, I had this trauma here. Oh, we think about, oh, episode, I learned how to drive. We think, oh, I remember when I got married. Oh, I remember when I had a child. Oh, I remember when I got my college degree. I remember when I got this. And we start chasing ourselves around in circles and zigzagging, thinking that each episode is our life, when the reality is all of them are but episodes in the total statement of who we are. The superseding statement is the statement of our life. And sometimes it seems chaotic. Sometimes it seems like it is conflicting when we look at it as only the episodes. It seems like, why do we keep breaking up to make up? It's just every time we try to do something, it's something else and everything, because we keep thinking that these individual episodes are where we are. We're zigzagging all over the place. We're conflicting with one another as individuals, as communities, as nations, as the world. We are in conflict because we keep focusing on one episode. Something that happened to you 20 years ago, you refuse to let go of it. Something that happened to you 20 minutes ago, you refuse to let go of it. I can never let go. You told Harpo to beat me. I don't care what it is. We refuse to we're just walking around, holding this thing up so everybody can see our pain and everybody can see our struggle, and all this happened to me when I was here and there. All of that. We just won't put it down. And listen, I'm a mental health advocate. I am here in this wonderful place of mental health advocacy. There are times when you need a spiritual renewal. There are also times when you need a good therapist. There are times when you need medication, and that's fine because sometimes we have chemical imbalances. There are sometimes we're dealing with diseases, diseases, lupus, a Parkinson's disease, the heart disease, where medication now gives us life expectancy. There's no different when we need mental health support. It is something that we are removing the stigma from, especially in this community. So it is not said in mockery, I'm there. And yet, when you can clearly articulate what the problem is, and you can unpack the problem for 2 hours, and you can stay in that state, you don't want to change. And I wish I could help you. But that's why you got to break the cycle of breakup to makeup. That's what the slide says. I'm going to go to it so you see it. That's the topic that we're talking about. Breakup to makeup. When you look at this, when you see this, I think I got some delay, y'all, on my slide. I'm sorry. Apologize. I may have been me putting it in wrong. This is the next slide that's going to come after this meditation. It gives you the topic. Perfect. Breakup to makeup. This is my up part 2. I want y'all to put that in your mind because now we get to release this energy. And we get to release conflict. Let me tell you a secret. Conflict in the mind of the human is concert in the mind of the divine. Conflict in the mind of the human is concert in the mind of the divine. Those things that you see as major conflicts, the divine sees how all of those things fit together in the totality. So the things that you think are conflict, the different episodic points in your life, The universe sees it and says, it's all concert. This is the statement of who they are. This is their life. Can you begin to see yourself like the divine sees you? Now, here's something I want to give you that's different, right? Because I want you to have this understanding of where we are standing in this moment right now when we talk about breakup and makeup. I'm going to define this word makeup. When we talk about makeup, there's a difference between breakup and makeup. And there's a difference between make up, 2 words, and 1 word, makeup. Makeup, compensation. What does that mean? That means that I have to make up something. I have to fill a gap. It could be perceived that this is a space of lack. Make up. I have to create something. I have to make something up. So if there's a breakup, I have to make up something that will compensate for the gap between us. That is what it means to make up. If there is a gap between this part of the land in the side of the river and the other side of the river, I have to make up something, whether it is a log, whether it is a bridge, whether it is a trail of stone, to get me to the other side. I have to compensate for something. Break up to make up. But when it's make up, the makeup sense is not the verb, it's the noun. The makeup is constitution. What is your makeup? If you feel the difference there, you understand that makeup is who you are. It is what you are. It is what you are made of. So when you talk about what constitutes you, can you begin to see that you don't owe compensation for anything, but your makeup is that of the divine? Everything that is for you is already in you. I am made up of divine stuff. That's my makeup. That's just what I am. So when there is a breakup, I lean in to my understanding of things. I've told this story before, and it's a wonderful, true story. I was doing a show on Nat King Cole, and Sister Keisha, who goes here, recycled a wig for me because I felt like my natural hair, which was much blacker and fuller, I thought that my natural hair was not enough to truly portray Nat King Cole. So Lady Kanitha, I borrowed a wig that either you or Sister Alicia or Keisha or something used in a show at the Amon-Ra Theater. And it was a wig. I think it was from the Bluest Eye, or like it was the Colored Museum. It was a wig from the Colored Museum that fit the head of somebody who probably his head was twice as small as mine. But I figured if I could just get it styled right, if I could just get it slicked down on the edges, it was a lace front, and if I could just get it taped down right, then I would be okay as Nat King Cole. I went to Sister Keisha, I sat in that chair. She snugged that wig on, got it tucked down. It was barely holding on. I used to check in with that wig. I said, "How you doing, wig?" And that wig talked to me like a deacon. It said, "I'm yet holding on, but just barely." And she styled that thing with waves, and I had it all. I had that do right. I was in that scene in the barbershop at the Temptations. It said, "Y'all singers." I was getting that thing fried. It was the most uncomfortable wig I ever put on my head because it was too small. And so I would put it on at intermission and glue it down and tape it down. And when I put it on, it would pull my eyes back. And my eyes literally were slanted because the wig was so tight and the tape was so tight. And I double-sided taped everything down here, patted it down with makeup, and I had that do on and my eyes were slanted back, which I justified because I said Nat King Cole had those slightly slanted eyes and he would sing and squint like that. And I said, it makes me look even more like the man that I'm portraying. And that wig lasted about the first week of the run. But I'll never forget, I was singing a song and I was in the middle of this beautiful ballad by Nat King Cole, and all of a sudden I felt this spirit of sweet release. I just felt everything in my face just relax. And I thought it was because I felt the calmness of spirit that allowed me to embody the spirit of Nat King Cole come across in that moment. And it was just in an instant that I felt instant relief. And while it was a serious love song, I also heard the audience laugh, and I thought it was laughter and recognition. I thought it was like, oh, that dude is nailing Nat King Cole. And then I realized that one side of my wig had popped loose and was hanging up in the sky. I just couldn't wear it no more. It popped up and it was just hanging up, and it looked like I got in a fight with somebody. I looked like an old pimp got in a fight with a street cat. This thing was up. So you imagine all these waves, and then right here, this whole half was up. And so I had one slanted eye and one regular eye. And it was funny. I laughed at myself when I got through. But the reality is, I was trying so hard because I didn't feel as if it was enough for me to embody Nat King Cole. I was making up for what I felt I needed to compensate for my physical look. But eventually I began to realize that I did not need a wig if I embodied the story, the personality, and the music of Nat King Cole. The divine essence was already in my makeup. It was in my constitution. And all I had to do was leave those things that I thought were compensating on the table and embrace the things that were in my constitution. You see, some of us have a fear of moving through the world without the wig on. We think we're not enough. We think we don't know enough. We think we're not good enough. We think we're too broken. We think we don't have the experiences. So we got to put on something that makes up for what we feel we do not have. That's a spirit of lack. But when we recognize that we have everything we need in our own makeup, we move forward with the spirit of constitution. Somebody in the chat say, what are you made of? Phew. What are you made of? Do you recognize that you're made of goodness? Because when you recognize that you are, you lose the fear of leaving a religion that you've been taught to wear that ain't fitting you anymore. You're embracing the spirituality that is now a part of your divine constitution. The God of your acceptance and understanding is waiting for you to make up with your makeup. Take a deep breath. Exhale. God is waiting for you, instead of having to break up, to have a makeup with your makeup. Waiting for you to come back together, to join together, to put back together that which you already are. God loves you enough to gift you with the reality that you choose. Second thing I'm going to give you is, when we even talk about breaking up, breakups are episodic. Makeups, one word, they're eternal. When you're making up, you're jumping from dot to dot, trying to make up, trying to compensate for episodes in your life that you can no longer control, because by the time you can observe the episodes, they're already in the past. You can't fix them. So when you release that energy, you allow yourself to embrace the energy of your makeup, who you truly, truly are. Last thing I'm going to tell you is that breakups produce beauty in the hands of the bold. Breakups produce beauty in the hands of the bold. When I like to think of breakups, I think of things that are broken. Sometimes a relationship is broken. Sometimes a spirit is broken. Have you ever had your spirit broken? Have you ever sat in brokenness and someone caught you in a spirit of brokenness and offered to heal you? And they pointed you in a direction outside of yourself? There go those strings. And they said, oh, you're broken. I can take care of that for you. Oh, you're broken. You're not supposed to be here on this earth. You're made for heaven. You're not supposed to be here. So just suffer as long as you want to and as long as you can, because, once it's all over, it's going to be good. You're going to get your pie in the sky. That's somebody telling you in a time and a period of brokenness that you got something for you that is made up that will compensate for that which you should already know, that you have within you the moment to not only embrace the brokenness, but ask yourself, are you willing to create something beautiful from the brokenness? You see, broken spirits produce. And I know you're like, well, Rev, I don't know if there's any evidence for this. How can you say that broken spirits produce? Let me just give you two people. One people that I'm related to directly, and one people that I'm named after. The people that I'm directly named after, somebody came and got them when they were out in the woods somewhere trying to get something for their family. Somebody came and raided a village where they had wives and children and they had people together for thousands of years speaking their language and praising God in a way that they say. Somebody came and got those people and put them stacked on top of each other in the belly of slave ships and brought them to a foreign land and made them work for centuries. And in the process of making them work, they stripped them of the family structure. In the process of making them work, they denied them the drum and the rhythm that belonged to them, that satisfied them, and that fed them for century upon century of century. In those places, in that ship, in that horrible quarters that they made them stay in those fields that they labored in, they prevented them from speaking their language. They mixed and they mingled them so they could not communicate. They told them to laugh at their own spirituality, and they gave them the name and the energy and, most importantly, the likeness of a God that was not their own, so that they would forever be mentally slaves even after they got physically free. And yet, in this brokenness, they found a way to hum a field holler. That in this brokenness, they found a way to sing a song that became a Negro spiritual, that became the foundation for the blues, that became the foundation for gospel, that became the foundation for R&B, that became the foundation for hip hop, that became the foundation for jazz, that became the big foundation for every single cultural norm that we consider to be American. It came from broken people who said that I will find a way to make up with my makeup. And what I know is that I might not have the drum, but I can compensate with my hands. I might not have my language, but I can compensate with my voice. I might not have these things, but I know that I am made up of something deeper, and it's that makeup that got us through. Carr is not my name, but it's an Irish name. And when you go and you listen to the music of the Irish people, who, when Europe came against them and tried to oppress them and break their spirit, they turned that energy into underground energy and revolutions for freedom. And when you hear Celtic music and you hear a contralto woman stand up with her flowing red hair and green eyes and begin to sing the stories of the forest, you can't help but to feel it run down your spine, because a broken people produce bold art that remind people that we will not be broken, because our makeup is stronger than this. This is the energy of universality. And as I close, if you need any other example of brokenness creating beauty, I'm talking to the people who understand what brokenness is. There's no greater example of beauty than what you saw on this slide. Go back to this slide. And I want you to see this slide in the background. And if you look in the background, there is a bowl back there. And that bowl is called a kintsugi bowl. If you'll press the forward advance, Tony, I've got an example of what these look like. Kintsugi is a bowl that is made from broken pieces. Kintsugi is a Japanese concept that is defined as golden joinery. When we talk about kintsugi, it means that when the bowl is broken, they mend the seams and they use a lacquer that is mixed with powdered gold, silver, or platinum. And what this does is, when you see these beautiful bowls, you recognize that the gold in between highlights those cracks rather than hides them. Because the breakage represents a part of the object's history. You can't get this bowl without the breakage. But the goal reminds you that the breakage itself is to be observed as a part of that bowl's history. This is what it means when we're talking about your makeup today. You may have been broken, and sometimes the breakup ain't your fault. Sometimes somebody broke up with you. Sometimes somebody broke your heart. Sometimes you have to have the courage to break something yourself. You have to be able to break the vessel if you want to embrace the beauty in the rebuilding. Because you were here to rebuild. You have been placed here on assignment, y'all. It's our opportunity to stop blaming the universe for our brokenness. We get to sit in the brokenness, but we always blaming the universe. We come up with 500 million reasons why we're broken. Well, I'm just broken. That man left me. Well, I'm just broken. That sister did me. All that, I'm just broken. Every time I try to go, I'm broken. Yes, you're broken. And so what's next? The universe is telling you right now, you are broken. But now it's time for the golden joining. Because see, God is your ancestors. I don't care what you call it. Whatever makes you see progress in your life. If you get in an argument with me, you're not going to argue with me. Because I'm not going to argue with me. I'm just going to say, that what is your fruit? Because if your fruit is, you want to argue with me over the name of God, over the name of creation, and whether the universe is God or not, and whether something's wrong with somebody's spiritual practices, I need to see what your fruit is. When you walk in a room, are you exuding love or judgment? Because if your energy is judgment, I don't want no part of that universe. Because it's out of sync with all creation. That's not the makeup of what we see. What we see is a loving universe. And that energy of that loving universe, when you are in pieces, if you will present yourself to that loving universe and recognize that that universe has gifted you with creativity, you begin to gather the pieces. And when you gather those broken pieces, when you gather those past traumas, when you release them, when you say that everything has been shattered, and when I see and feel things in a million different directions, I refuse to see this as the end. It is only a part of the history. You begin to allow this golden fluid to enter into your body. You allow this platinum fluid to enter into your mind. Allow this silver fluid to enter into your makeup, and you begin to gather those pieces, and from those pieces you assemble them, you seal them together, and you recognize that the end product is made that much more beautiful because of the process that you decided to be a part of right now. You were born, it's your up right now. And whatever your breakup is and was, it's time for you to make up. So I want you to make up today. I want you to make up something today that will allow you to recognize your makeup is that of divinity, that you are a beautiful, bold, bright, beautiful object of art, that you are here to create, that you're not here just to ruminate. Yes, your brokenness is a part of your journey, but it is just an episode. It is not the entire statement. The statement is you are here for a reason. The statement is it's your up. The statement is what do you want me to do is what the universe is asking. The statement is I am here for you. I am here to grant anything you desire. All you got to do is be willing to look at these pieces and see the end before you get started. It's time for you to make up with your makeup and declare, so what when people try to break you? You break me if you want to. Bring all you got, because I got a secret that even if you chip a little bit off me, I'm still going to find a way to put that back in the bowl. That even if you hit me with a hammer and shatter me, you walk off thinking that you broke me, you just gave me something to create a brand new piece of art with. What we do when we declare these things, when somebody breaks a dream, when somebody breaks a door, when somebody breaks a heart, can you look at them and say, thank you for the pieces. I'm ready to create my new vessel. Thank you for the pieces. That'll throw somebody off. They rip you from every opportunity they got. They block every single door. I've learned to say thank you for the pieces, because I'm here to create a thing of beauty. I blew an opportunity. I'm cursing myself for something that I didn't take in one of these episodes in my life. Oh, let me pause in reflection and say thank you for the pieces. People aren't satisfied no matter what you do. Thank you for the awakening. Thank you for this moment where I get to now embrace the pieces and create something brand new. Break up, then make up. And when you do it that way, it's not a game for fools. Because the breakage happens when you release that trauma. The breakage happens when you release that cycle. The breakage happens when you become spiritually aware and you take spiritual agency. That you don't curse the life God gave you. That you don't sit in sorrow for too long. The people that remain broken are the people who sit in brokenness too long. They're the ones whose strings get pulled because somebody takes your pieces and puts it into their bowl. And that's why you wonder why you don't know yourself and you don't know who you are and you're always confused because you're trying to fit your pieces into somebody else's bowl. Claim your pieces. Somebody need to type that as I'm done. Claim your pieces because your pieces are beautiful. And don't expect anybody else to put your pieces back together for you. Because if they're doing it the right way, they can't look at your bowl because they're too focused on putting their own together. We're focused on making our lives a statement, y'all. Let's make that statement together. It's your up. It's your time. It's our time to put the pieces back together. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Amen and Ashe. I don't know why I keep thinking of that gospel song, the potter wants to put you back together again. Yeah, exactly. But see, let me tell you all that. And I'm going to say this before I pray, and then we get to our announcements. Sister Iris is waiting for our announcements today. You end up thinking that it's some other person's job to put you back together. If you get the right pastor, if you get the right community, you get the right spouse, you get the right friends, then they're going to put you back together. They're not going to put you back together. Even when we talk about the potter wants to put you back together again. And for those of you who study that, the potter's wheel, in the biblical sense, that is derived directly from the concept of kunum in Kemet. Kunum is a figure who puts together, the great potter who puts together humankind on the potter wheel and then animates it. That's a story thousands of years before the biblical story repeats that. But what we do know is that the Creator creates us out of the stuff of the universe. And you think that when you get broken, you've got to lean on an outside force. Guess what? If the potter created it, everything that the potter had got put into you. So that means it's our job, our joyful job, to participate in putting ourselves back together. And yes, community helps. Yes, partners help. Yes, friends help, especially when they look at your table and they say, ooh, that's beautiful. Keep on going, because I'm working on mine too. Spiritual community can help give you some tips, but the tips should lead to you discovering that the spirit of the divine lives in you, or you can choose not to let it. And if that's the case, that's the case. But I'm here to tell you that it's here. That potter's energy is the recognition that the divine puts me back together again, because I and the divine are one. We are co-creators in this beautiful dance. Oh, let us seal that in a moment of prayer. I ask you to take a deep breath, center yourself, center your mind, your hearts. Inhaling and exhaling. As we tap into this divine love energy, divine source, we speak that this energy is sealed. And just like the broken bowls that come back together with platinum and lacquer and gold and platinum and silver, that you are the secret sauce that puts us back together. I speak and proclaim in this moment that those who have heard this message have been transformed by this download. I speak that there is an understanding that we have work to do, that when something comes along and nips a piece of us off, that we immediately see it as an opportunity to build ourselves again, that in this moment, those who feel completely broken, that they look at the pieces of their lives, they examine the pieces of their lives, not to be critical of their lives and their pieces, but to simply see where they should place them when they rebuild. Thank you for this ability to work out puzzles and to see these patterns in our lives, and then to take up the charge of growing and building and rebuilding again. And yes, when these moments come, divine source, we recognize they will. It is the nature of the universe, creation and destruction, over and over again, that in this moment, we do not lose sight with the fact that we are beings of power. You are the ultimate being of power, and we are ultimately all connected. And so we speak alignment in this moment, that the words that we have absorbed today, that the fellowship we've had produces fruit in our lives in a powerful way. We thank you for the period of brokenness that many are moving through right now, as we assemble ourselves in the divine vessel that we are, and we showcase ourselves to the world as a testament to your ability to always keep us in alignment. Thank you for this love. Thank you for this joy. Thank you for this divine peace. Thank you for this direction. Thank you for this explosive and expansive energy that you give to us. We breathe it all in right now together. We pause and hold it and feel it and know it to be true, and we exhale in gratitude. We proclaim these things as such, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. It is done, y'all. Listen, we got these great conversations happening in the chat. We got the great affirmations. Listen, let me tell y'all this personally. Don't miss Love and Light this week, because I guarantee you, they get to unpack some things, our conversations in the week. We get some wonderful things happen. Before we end service today, as all hearts and minds are coming into alignment, as you're taking your notes, keep your journal open, because we got some new notes to give you for some great things that are coming up at Infinity. To that, I'm going to the great state of Wisconsin, to the great site of the Lee Hemp Farm. I got Sister Iris Lee, who's going to be bringing us our announcement. Mama Iris, how you doing, my sister?
Greetings,
All right, there she
family.
is.
Greetings, family.
All
Good
right.
morning, Infinity. Wow, that message was so relevant to today. I'm feeling it. The energy is all up in here, so bear with me. um, I am Iris Lee from the great state of Wisconsin, and I am excited to deliver to you some highlight announcements this morning. Here's your invitation to send your standing ovation. Get your form in if you would like to be recognized for your accomplishments today. Scan the link in the chat so that we can get your ovation in. Ooh, this I'm feeling it. Okay. Welcome to July, the seventh month of the year of momentum. We have crossed into the second half of 2026. We are rolling forward, full steam ahead of your moving forward with the infinity power of growth and expansion. When we walk in momentum, we experience new growth and new manifestations. Again, your standing ovation, get it going. And so it is no surprise that our daily mantra this year shares the hook of the classic Motown song, Get Ready, cause here I come. Say it with me. Get ready, cause here I come. Now breathe in and breathe out and feel it deeply. I feel it. I feel it. Y'all feel it? Okay. Remember our gathering schedule. We meet in person every first Sunday at the Infinity Center and exclusively virtually on the second, third, and fourth Sundays. We also feature our third Sunday, that is If Teaches Sunday, where we invite you to ask questions after the service download. And the fourth Sunday is always Yoga Sunday, where the entire service is moving meditation for all levels. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel so that you can get notifications when we go live. This month, the theme is It's My Up. It's been my up. Yeah, it's my up. Remember that whether you are in the barber or beauty shop or at your highest calling of living your daily life towards enlightenment or growth, that that which you desire is already inside. Rev just told us that in that powerful message and available to you. All you need to do is to move in love and confidence so that take notes on Sundays to put into practice the things you learned in service. We receive each week. Ashe. All right, so now we got the Woman Zone check-in is back. What makes an infinity woman so powerful, you may say? A connection to the circle of women who lift and pour into each other. Join us every third Friday for our virtual gathering with theme discussions, sisterhoods, and having support check-in. Check your band app for the link information and mark your calendar. Hello, I can't wait. This coming Friday, July 17th, this session will be from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Central Standard Time. Let me make note of that. Everyone is invited, and then everyone is invited to our Family Fun Day. Enjoy virtual service next week. Then join us at Infinity Center, which is located at 641 West Nocturne Drive on Sunday, July 19th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will have food and refreshments, water activities for the kids, and those grown-ups who like to get wet, who don't mind getting wet in the water with balloons or two. It's all in fun and more. If you are a grill master, we need your expertise to keep the food flowing. Feel free to bring a summer dish or just yourself. To the visitors today, you are also welcome. This next Sunday, July 19th, check your email and the band app for more details. All right, then we invite all members to join us for Love and Light, our Wednesday midweek online gathering, which happens in our Infinity Band app, hosted by Terrell and Shauna Lancy. Enjoy packing the Sunday spiritual downloads and monthly themes in an authentic and insightful way. That's every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Turn on your notifications and join the call. We look forward to hearing you join this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, I'm reveling still. Now, before we close today's service, let's bring back Rev Jeff and Lady Kanita because it's time for Tune Your Vibration Standing Ovations.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Say, Sister
better
Iris took us
sing,
in.
Iris.
You better sing, Iris.
Iris.
Sister Iris took us in.
Better sing,
We love you, sis. We're so glad for
Yes.
you. We're glad for you.
So excited. So we're at the point of the standing ovations, and it's this time where we get to celebrate accomplishments that you have made in your life. You know, the S is for spirituality, the N is for nurturing, the A is for action, and the P is for the proof. So in this moment, all right, we are going to celebrate those moments of accomplishments, these standing ovations. So here's what's going to happen. And to those who are just tuning in, I know you had a chance to put it inside for standing ovations, but here's what's going to happen. Rev is going to read these aloud, and then we're going to snap our fingers to affirm those affirmations and standing ovations. And then at the very end, we're going to give a collective out of this world standing ovation.
We absolutely do. Tell us about the Family Fun Day while I'm waiting for this next ovation to load. I want to make sure I got everybody.
And so we still are going to have our Family Fun Day that is happening on July the 19th. We will be traveling back, but we still are going to have it going on. We've already ordered, and to all my children, all the youth, we have ordered a water bouncy slide. Okay, so we can't, y'all got to come in with your swimsuits and your fun and ready for some fun, and we'll have some other activities. But it's really a chance for us to connect and to just have a good time. So tell all your cousins and them and everybody that's in the community, you know, that we're having a Family Fun Day just to celebrate as we're getting closer to school starting.
Absolutely.
And the summer is almost ending, if you can believe that.
So summer is almost ending, but it's also interesting that we talk about what we are doing here in terms of just community. Summer is a time, y'all, where we do say that in many places they take the summer off, like they reduce the staff and everything, and that's part of what happens in the world. But sometimes that happens in communities. So it's good that we do gathering first Sundays and still just that summertime of family vacations and everything. But next week, we want a chance to just hang out together. So if you're in Nashville, if you're around, you want to hang with us, have a good time, just come on through. And there's an outside chance that I might make a few of my special concoctions. Rev Jeff, our vegan concoctions.
Okay.
If I can find my big fryer, I might make some of my fake fish. Both of that is pH. And if y'all ever had one of my fish sandwiches that's not fish, it's pretty popular around here. So
really
y'all bring
good.
some bread and some pickles and all that. Maybe we'll throw some fillets up on that on that fryer. But either way, we invite you to come and hang with us. So we want to get this energy in today. The first standing ovation today is for Brother Chriswell Muhammad out on the West Coast. We're snapping for you, Brother Chriswell. Tomorrow, after several years, I am having a procedure done that will improve the quality of my life. Come on, man. Everybody just extend your hands toward the screen wherever. As Brother Chriswell goes forward, Divine Source, into this procedure, we speak a special relevancy of this morning's message that he is being put back together in a powerful way, that he emerges stronger, better, and wiser, that everything is clear, that every path is open, and that radiance is his, that abundance is his, and he is completely covered with every hand, with every voice, with every eye, with every heart, with every breath that is represented in this moment. He goes through it, he goes through it, he goes through it, and emerges victorious. It is done, and so it is. Amen and ashe. Oh, man, come on, man. I'm looking forward to the praise report, too, with that next standing ovation. Next standing ovation, look out. I'm running 50 marathons. Brother Tyrell Lindsley, standing ovation. I've been invited to host a safe space for collective growth and expansion called Glimpses, held at dawn. We will hold space for 7 dawns starting July 19th through the 25th. And sincere gratitude to the entire team at Initiate Africa for this invitation, and a special shout out to Sister Nomfundo Wakazuma and MK, the Zulu Soul Doula. I am thankful and honored to be of service for this wonderful portal of transformation. Brother Tyrell stepping on in to the gifts and the form and the function, snapping it up. Next level. Everybody's in the space of expansion. Everybody, and let me tell you a secret that Lady Kenitha, sometimes the breakup happens at no fault of your own, but sometimes when things are going well, you have to be willing to break it up yourself. You have to be willing to say, listen, this is who I thought I was as a vessel, but Spirit is calling me to be more. And so I'm breaking that and I'm rebuilding it. And I'm rebuilding it in a powerful way. Same vessel, but more beauty and more expansion. And so it is. So those are what we have today, Lady Kenitha. What else do we add to the mix? Anything I'm missing?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay. Shout out to everyone on the staff who's given us this wonderful day. So y'all know how we do it. What do we do?
All right, so if you shared, you're going to have several seats while the rest of us are going to stand to our feet and give a thunderous standing ovation. Here we go.
Happening, and of course, if we miss you today, we'll definitely get you on board next week, y'all. As all hearts and minds are clear for today's Sunday service, we want to remind you to participate today, especially if you're a first timer. Hit that visitors form, let us know you're there. Let us know if you're interested at the end of the form in joining Infinity. Of course, we'll send you that information. Most importantly, go forth today with an open spirit, with an open heart, not looking back, but living in the right now, and putting together something beautiful for yourself. I'm Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, also known as Rev Jeff here. I'm so grateful that you joined us today. I'm so grateful that you decided to step into an expansive moment of your life, and that you recognize that when you look at someone else, you are seeing family. So never be afraid to let somebody know that they're family. In the chat, your assignment right now is to pick someone you don't know. And if you don't find anybody you don't know, pick somebody you've seen before and speak a powerful blessing over their life. Speak an affirmation and a confirmation of all the good things that are coming, and do this so that you can experience that spirit of gratitude. Ashe? And so it is. As we sing our song going out, we know we like to sing those lyrics and make sure they're popular. We're so grateful for our tech crew, our Infinite Life streamers who helped us today with Sunday service. To Sister Alicia Hamer running our live stream, Brother Tony Insignaris running our multimedia. Of course, we got Sister Kai, who is running our sound, Lady Kenitha, and of course, I'm Reverend Jeff, and we're here to be Infinity. Most importantly, thank you. Not for just showing up to feed the ego of Infinity Fellowship, but for deciding that there's so much more in this life to be learned. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be, and we're on this journey together, y'all. Don't forget that assignment as we sing our closing song. The words are on the screen. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way. Then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day that God's reminding me to look at you and see family. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we
remember yesterday.
Yes, and yet today's the day God's reminding me to look at you and see family. Whoa, God's reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God keeps reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. In this moment, we speak that the God of your acceptance and understanding, the powerful spirit of the universe, the ancestors and all creation, rest, rule, rock, and abide with us all, henceforth, now, and forevermore. Let us all sing together. Amen, amen. Hotep shalom, namaste, ashe. Next week is If Teachers. We get to talk to each other during Sunday service, y'all, right here virtually at the Infinity Fellowship. We love you guys. That's a fact. You cannot change. Go out there and do something awesome. Shine. Claim those pieces and keep it moving. And so it is. Ashe-o. Hey, my man, what's going on, brother? Long time no see. How you been? Good, man. We ain't seen you in a while, brother. Right.
We just finished online.
You just finished online service, brother. How's the family? Good, good. It is, man. We'll get you some water and a snack.